In this video, I'm going to show you my 3 favourite recall exercises designed specifically for gun dogs. The reason they're great for gun dogs is that they don't solely rely on food. Lots of gun dogs, when they're out in the countryside, find the countryside more reinforcing than whatever food you can have in your pocket. All right, so these exercises involve play, they involve a game of tug, and they involve things like hunting. So you'll see how they pan out in a second. I'm going to be working with Nick and Toby. Toby is a 10-month-old Springador. He's been coming to our puppy class, but he's now in the full throes of adolescence, starting to push boundaries and explore the countryside. So these are great exercises for dogs of that kind of age. He's a mixture of spaniel and retriever, so you'll see how he enjoys the games in a sec. Now, before we get started, there's just 2 bits of kit you're going to need for recall training. First of all, you're going to need one of these. It's a long line. 10 meters is the ideal length. This clips to the back of your dog's body harness. All right, so that absorbs any shock from them getting to the end of the long line, but it allows you to keep control of your dog. All right, so to stop your dog absconding, basically, which is very important when we're training recall. The second thing you're going to need is one of these. It's an Acme gun dog whistle. All right, so find the pitch that's right for the breed of your dog. Personally, I like the 211. I've got Labradors. I like the 211.5. It sounds like this. All right, so it's nice and loud. It's important that the whistle is loud enough for your dog to hear it, especially on a windy day or if they're in the woods or in cover crop. It's pointless having a whistle designed for example, a spaniel breed, which is quieter. The 210s, they're designed for spaniel breeds. It's pointless having that if your dog can't even hear it. No matter what training you've done, if your dog can't hear the recall cue, they're not going to come back. All right, so my favorite is 211.5. You can buy a louder pitch, a 212, which is traditionally used for the HPRs, and you can buy a quieter pitch, the 210.5s, which are traditionally used with the spaniel breeds. All right, we're going to get started now. First exercise we're going to do is recall for a game of tug. Then we're going to move on and do recall on the basis of what we call elastic walking. So we're out hunting in the countryside. Rather than just walk in a straight line like most owners would do, our walk becomes very engaging. The elastic walking is designed to, imagine this is made out of elastic. As your dog gets further and further away, the elastic gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and the dog feels the gravitational pull to want to come back to you once they stray beyond a certain zone all the time. All right, and it builds up massive value in being around you. That's really important for recall training. There's got to be a motivation for your dog to want to come back. All right, and then the final game is especially good for the hunting breeds, the spaniels and the pointers, because we nurture their desire to hunt. All right, a pattern known as quartering, they'll do that already, but we put that on a whistle cue, so we get them to turn with 2 pips on the whistle. We get them to turn, and as we hunt through the countryside, we start off using food, getting them hunting for food, and then naturally their desire to go hunting will take over. But again, it builds massive value in being very close to you and not having to go off hunting over the horizon, disappearing out of sight. All right, enjoy the training. We're going to get started now with the first one, which is recall for a game of tug. Right, so today we're working on recall. This is Nick and Toby, and the first exercise we're going to do recall with a bungee toy. All right, away we go. So let Toby have a little mooch in the undergrowth over there, and then when he's disconnected, he can see the tug toy. Right, there we go. So let him have a little mooch, recall, and then game of tug. Excellent. Nice reward. So toy away behind your back, sit in your pocket, and then if you can, get him to disconnect again and carry on with your walk. There we go, lovely. Cool. So what I want you to do is, with a handful of food, you're going to take 1 piece of food, drop it on the ground, all right, and then walk off. All right, as he catches back up with you, so he gets to eat that straight away. As he catches back up with you, you're going to drop another bit and walk off somewhere else. Make sense?
Yeah.
Have a go. Cool. Okay, next stage is I want you to kind of throw it dog head height and walk off in the opposite direction.
Okay, away from me.
Yeah, yeah. So you get a bit more separation between you and Toby. Great stuff. Okay, final layer. What I'm going to get you to do is, as you're moving around, as soon as he picks up the food, I want you to blow your recall whistle. So 3 pips on the whistle. Excellent. So what I'd like you to do, Nick, grab 2 handfuls of food. All right, and you're going to throw opposite arm to opposite post. All right, so you're turning your shoulder as you throw. All right, build up a nice momentum where he's just running back and forth to run after the food. Away you go. Here we go. Cool, cool. Opposite arm, opposite post. There we go. All right, now, one more thing for you to do. As you're throwing, sorry, as he picks up the food, I want you to blow 2 pips on your whistle. So we're going to teach him a turn whistle. Perfect. Right, what I'd like you to do this time, Nick, 2 handfuls of food. All right, whistle in your mouth ready all the time. All right, so you haven't got to reach for it. You're going to do exactly the same, but each time you throw, you're going to take a step forward. You're kind of stepping into where you're throwing. Yeah, so throw it slightly diagonally ahead of you, so you've got room to step into it, but make sure he's in front of you all the time. All right, 1 step, 1 throw. That's really important. Don't take too many steps because otherwise he'll end up behind you. All right, have a go. Excellent, well done.